As always, today you'll need any type of loom and a hook. Depending on what princess you make, you'll need different colors, but it's going to be the same amounts. So first off, for the arms and legs, you will need 10 white bands, and then you'll need 2 bands for whatever the eye color is going to be. I'll be using black. Then you'll need 7 gold bands, or whatever your crown's going to be. 3 red bands, that's for the shoes and the jewel in the crown. 3 blue bands for the jewel in the dress and on the crown. 28, and this is all approximate, 20 yellow bands for the hair. 11 bands for the skin. 12 bands for the pink, I'll be using Sweets Pink. 12 bands for the accent pink, so I'll just be using normal pink. So, for this, I use the pastel pink, by the way, and yeah, let's just get started with the tutorial. So I'm going to start off by doing the hair extensions. So, for this, it's 4 lengths, but you can do whatever you like. I just think this is a great length. And I'm going to do it on my loom and also on my hook just to show you. So again, you can totally feel free to change up the colors, and you know, you can even make yourself a little mini you. So I'm just going to be going down 4 times. This is one of the only times we'll be using single bands. So just using yellow, and then I'm going to make a cat band, so wrap a band around 3 times. Then just really easily grab your hook and loop forward just like a single chain, which is what it is. And I'm not going to go super slow because it's basic. So I'm going to just grab that up, and I like to store them either on a separate loom because I have more than one, or just at the bottom here because we won't be using the last few pins for this charm. It doesn't take that many pins. So the next, you can also do it like this, so wrap a band around your hook 3 times, and then just grab a band and slide it through the cat band. And then place it back on. And repeat that. So now I'm going to just do the other one, fast forward.
Not fast forward, I'm just going to do it quickly. I don't know what I'm saying. I have so much energy today. I don't know why. Just very excited because I don't have much homework.
Okay, so I did those. Sorry. Once we've done that, then there's not too much more prep work, but we can just do all of that later on. So now I'm going to go ahead and do the head with you. So I'm going to start with 1 band and just go down the middle pin bar only. And now from this point forward until I tell you otherwise, we'll be using double bands just to give it a fuller look. So I'm going to go outwards, just like if you're making a border for a bracelet, and then go outwards down to the right again. And then I'm going to go downwards on only the outsides, and I'm using my hair color. Now I'm going to go down again, just to give her some more hair. And the layout looks kind of strange on the loom, but it will turn out totally normal in the end, I promise. So now we're going to be using our skin tone, and again, this is like a pinkish color. It's not the light tan, it's actually the pink. Because I ran out of all my other skin tone colors except for the brown. And I'm just going to go down, double bands. And once you get to the second one, you're going to go diagonally, connect it to the hair. And like that. So I actually just finished filming the tutorial, but the way I did the crown turned out really badly. So I'm going to show you how to make it this way. And the one I show in the tutorial is going to look different. But what you're going to do is take 1 band, wrap it around your hook 3 times. And then I'm going to take 1 gold band and 1 red, or 1 blue, which is the color of the jewels. And I like to make sure that the gold is on the bottom, that way it frames the jewel. And I'm just going to slide the cap band onto that and place it back on my hook. So it's going to look like that. I'm going to do the same thing 2 more times. So I have 3 and the middle one's going to be red. So again, make a cap band your hook, pull 2 bands through, slide the cap band on, and do that one last time, and the jewel's going to be blue again. But you can change that up. I just want it to be like how it looks on Princess Peach. So the way I did it on the loom, the way I did it was on the loom. That's what I meant to say. And I thought it would turn out the same, but it didn't. And it looks a lot worse that way, in my opinion. So I'm not going to show you how to do that. But now we're going to take 1 gold band and just slide everything through. It's kind of crammed on your hook, but if you just turn it, it shouldn't be too hard. Place it back, and then this is what your crown will look like. So you're just going to place that on the middle pin. And it's going to be sideways, but of course you can straighten it out later on. And then you can just follow the tutorial like I said. And also my colors don't turn out that great. But that is how you make the crown. So now we'll just continue with the rest of the tutorial as usual. And then just place that right here. So I'm going to be taking 2 skin tone bands. I'm going to go down the middle pin bar. And now we're going to be doing the dress. So take your dress color. Again, I'm using Sweets Pink. And you're going to take 2 bands for the rest of this as well. And you're just going to go outwards to make her little shoulders. And then go downwards on the left and right pin bars. And then in the middle, you're going to take 1 pink and then 1 blue and go down. And I like to make sure the blue is on top. And now I'm going to go down in the middle only. And then on the left and right, this time I'm going to go down with 2 pink bands. Like the second shade of pink. So this is Sweets, this is just regular pink. So like that, and I'm standing up because I have to see my phone screen. And then the middle, again, it's just normal pink. So my Sweets Pink. Okay, so now that we've gone down 3 times on each pin bar, not counting the shoulders, we are basically done with the body. So now I'm going to just do her legs. So she has white socks on, so I make her have 2 white bands going down. But you can always make this pink or skin color, but I just want to stay true to character. And then oddly enough, she has red shoes, so I just, I'm going to take 1 band, so that's off camera, and wrap it around this bottom pin 3 times. So now we're going to do her arms and her little sleeves, like the poofy parts up here. So first I'm going to make her arms, and she's wearing white gloves, so just take 1 band, and I'm doing this on my hook. Wrap it around your hook 3 times. Pull 2 bands through. And as you can tell, I'm not used to filming. I took a break because I had that big test and an essay to write. Just place that on there. And I probably said this at the beginning, but the tutorial is going to be on the longer side. You know, because there's so many components to Princess Peach, but it's definitely worth it in the end, I think. I really like how she came out. So I'm going to do it again. So wrap a band around your hook 3 times, and then just pull it onto 2 white bands. and place that on her other shoulder right here. And now we're basically going to do the same thing, just in her shirt color, and that's going to go on top.
So yeah, wrap it up 3 times. And that way it focuses. Pull 2 bands through. And there is more friction on these bands, or just any silicone bands in general. So if you're using silicone bands, it might be a little bit different for like the arms and stuff. And I will just place that right on top of the arms. And I like to kind of point them upwards and arms put to the side. And of course that's optional, but you should probably add her arms. Yeah, so that's one row. So I'm going to do it again, wrap it around 3 times, and pull 2 bands through. Now you don't want to do this on your loom, so basically you just place 2 bands down and then cap it off. Yeah, and then hook that, but I just think that it's faster on the hook because it's so basic.
So it should look like this. We have our legs and our arms and our crown. So we're basically done. We're just going to add some cap bands. And I'm going to do her eyes with you. So take one black band or whatever color you want for her eyes and wrap it around this pin right here, the middle in the face, 4 times. So not 3, just 4, because that's going to make it tighter. If you can even do 5 times, but I don't think that's necessary. And you can also do beads, of course, but just because most people don't have pony beads, I just do it on the loom. And just take your last skin color band and place it in a triangle right here. And I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of the triangle bands, so I'm just going to be using my Sweets Pink. Before we do these, I'm going to go ahead and do the extension with you. I'm going to do this on the loom because I think it might be easier to understand. So just take 2 bands and place it right over this pin. So just place it right on top. Totally disregard the bands underneath. And we're going to do that on the other side because we want Princess Peach to be symmetrical. And now I'm going to cap that off. So wrap a band around that. Let's see, how many times? Just 3 times. That should be good. Right here. You can do this on your hook, like I said, but that might be a little more confusing to show. So now you're just going to... What is our hair? Okay. You're going to just go inside and ignore the bottom, all the bottom layers, and you're just going to grab those double bands that we placed and hook it forwards like that. And do the same thing. Make sure you don't snag any other bands. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick my hook inside of this cap band, grab 2 more bands, and this time I'm using my opaque pink, and pull them through the cap band while it's still on there. So it's going to look like this, kind of strange, and I'll pop the cap band off the pin and place it there. Basically, you want 2 bands that are attached to the same cap band. Okay, so sorry about that. Yeah, I just had to fix these bands, but okay, so I just switched these bands because I had the Sweets Pink at the top and I wanted the opaque pink at the top, so I'm sorry about that. But now if your loom looks like this, then we can go ahead and start the hooking process. Go inside this red band and pick up the bottom 2 white bands and hook that forward, and do the same on the right. But in the middle, you're just going to grab these bands, hook them forward real easy. And now here, you're going to go inside every single one of these bands and just look for the bottom 2, and that is going to go forward as well. You're just going to want to ignore your dress bands on both the left and the right, and the middle is the easiest, so I'm going to just loop those 2 as well. So I looped the entire middle, and now I'm just going to do the same on the left and right. So it's basically like a triple single but with double bands, and on the left and right you can always turn your loom to the side so you can make sure you're grabbing the correct bands. And just loop those forward. If you've done any figurines before, then this will definitely be a lot easier. And now on the side, there's the most amount of pins, or most amount of bands, which means you have to really look and make sure you don't grab the wrong band, and also don't pull too hard. But I have found my bands. I just looked on the side, and yeah, so I just made sure they're the correct ones, because when I pull on them, the bottom moves as well. And I actually grabbed a thick band, but it's okay. It's just like not correctly cut or something. And I'm going to do the same here. So just loop in the shoulders and disregard these bands right here. So now we're going to find the middle, or the bottom two bands. It's the only skin tone one, so it's pretty easy, but it's still quite difficult. And you're just going to kind of turn your loom however you need to grab the bottom two bands. And just ignore that. My friend drew on me. And hopefully you're able to follow along, because again, I haven't filmed it in a while. So now you're going to grab the top two bands here and loop them downwards. So it shouldn't be too bad. And the face is pretty easy. So you're just going to go up in the middle and the left, and also the right, and then go inside just this triangle band and loop forwards, and totally ignore the hair. Just, you know, pretend it's not there and pull it to the side. And then the middle. For the middle, I like to just grab the hair and pull that through so it comes out like that. And now loop it directly inwards. Okay, so this is what your loom's going to look like. My pin bars want to come out. So make sure everything's looped, because it could fall apart if you forget. And I already placed a band, which is right here. I forgot we placed that band because again, it's a lot later. So I'm going to just find that single band, make sure it doesn't break. Just don't pull too hard. Loop that forward, and then to slip knot it, we're going to grab the bottom band from the outside of the pin and just loop it over the crown, and now pull gently. And I like to just keep this on a peg or something, just in case it comes loose. And now just take everything off of the loom. So I just took her off the loom, and to adjust her, you can just pull her shoulders and her dress out. And at first her hair extensions were on this side, but you have to make sure they're on the opposite side of her shoulders. So I just went and took my hook and pulled it through the back. But yeah, that's what she looks like. I don't like her crown, but I didn't do the same way that I showed in the tutorial, because I went back and changed that at the end. So your crown's going to look a lot better. So that is how you make this really cute Princess Peach. I'm definitely not happy with this one. And the crown that I made was not the crown I showed you how to make. So in case you're wondering, that's why it looks different. But I think she looks super cute if you use these colors. So if this video helped you out, please give it a big thumbs up and follow me on Instagram. My link is always down below. And again, this is based off of tutorials by A's mini person figurine, and I'm just so obsessed with making people now. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial and it helped you out. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye!